What's going on, world? It is your boy DJ Intense. Welcome to the Test Podcast. This will be the home of the Intense Cuts podcast where the big boys play. I am DJ Intense. My co-host each and every week will be the one and only Mikey Cuts. Say hello, Mike.
What up? What up, D? What up, Intense? What's going on?
There he is, Mikey Cuts,
Yes,
the man, the myth, the legend.
sir.
He's going to be hanging out with us. We're going to be shooting the breeze each and every week. A little bit of everything, talking about music, DJing, entertainment, maybe even some sports. It's going to be a 30-minute podcast each and every week. Plus, every podcast will be downloadable on my website, which we'll go over in a little while, with 30 minutes of bonus footage not seen here, right, exclusively for all those people that download it. And it will be a free download, so you can't beat that, right, Mike?
People love free.
Free is
Believe
free.
me, they love
Right?
free. Free for me.
That's what I'm saying. So let's tell everybody a little bit about each other here. Well, my name is DJ Intense. I've been DJing over 20 years. Originally grew up in Queens, New York, who's getting snow at this time. Fucking too bad. So I grew up there as a kid, and now it's like Little India. But yeah, you can't even speak English in Queens anymore, I don't think.
No, that's another thing that why we left.
They look at you like, what language you speaking? I don't understand.
Exactly.
So I do miss the bodegas, though. We don't have any bodegas down here in Florida. We got
Bacon,
Walgreens.
egg, and cheese. Well, we have no good bagels, no good pizza.
Oh, pizza's terrible.
What else? We have no bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches. They have no idea what a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich is, and they don't know what hard rolls are.
This is true.
This is true. I'll tell you one thing. We did go to a so-called Greek diner that's here because it's owned by Greeks. You know, Greeks own diners everywhere.
Right.
So we went and got bacon, egg, and cheeses. It's on Texas toast, and it's hard. I was like, "What is going on? What is this happening right now?"
Texas toast, really?
Yeah, not a lie. But go on with your intro. Sorry.
Nah, no big deal. Chime in anytime you feel like it. At least have somebody to talk to. This is
Right.
So yeah, I've been like I said, I've been DJing for over 20 years. Started out as strictly a house dance DJ, then became an open format guy because all my friends growing up were into hip hop, R&B, reggae. So because when you start DJing, you want to impress your friends, so you're making them mixtapes and then mix CDs and hey, I got a reggae mix for you, I got a hip hop mix for you, I got a freestyle mix for you, and eventually it all meshes together into one big glob of shit.
Yep, usually. That's how it is.
So now Mikey's been a DJ for a while himself, right, Mike?
Yeah, I've been DJing probably since I was 19 when I started working in my cousin's bar.
Okay.
I met up with DJ Cross. He put me on the set. He taught me some stuff, but then I loved the record shopping. I loved using the 12s. I loved all the other stuff, learning to cut and all the stuff. And it was just something I liked. And then I threw house parties at my house, and my mother and father learned very well that I threw parties, and we did spackling if we had to. But yeah, it was a good. Yeah, we did have to had spackling done in the house a few times. Little thing reckless. Things got reckless, but it's all good. But yeah, no, I love the
Mikey
records.
Cuts party.
Huh?
Ain't no party like a Mikey Cuts party.
Yeah, if the police don't come, it's not a good party.
That's how you know.
But I'm just
time to
saying,
go.
yeah, I'm of hundreds. I love the wax. I love the feeling of, I'm kind of still an old school guy. But I mean, CDJs and all that stuff are good. They help you out. I mean, as mobile DJs as we are, you got to pack up, get in, get out. So it's a lot easier with the setups now and stuff like that. But yeah, also born and raised in Queens. Well, born in the Bronx, raised in Queens.
So you're a hybrid.
Yeah, I'm a hybrid.
There you go.
I'm a Yankee fan from the get.
Nobody's perfect.
But yeah, no, I'm loving. Moved down here in Florida. Not, I guess, a little over a year ago. Born and bred. Did everything I did in New York. Partied, clubbed, DJ'd. It was great. Still, all my family's back there. Sorry, it's really cold, but I mean, it's cold down here. It's like 60.
Yeah, I'm not sorry, but go ahead.
Neither. But it is snowing up there too. So, but other than that, married. I'm married to my wife for 3 years, but this February will be 4.
I hope you'll be married to your wife instead of somebody else's wife.
Yeah, that's true. I'm married to, yeah, that does make no sense. I'm married to my wife.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why people say that. I'm married to my wife for 4 years. Who else are you supposed to be married to? Somebody
Yeah,
else's wife?
exactly. So yeah, that's a little bit about me, man.
All right.
And I'm old school hip hop. My favorite group of all time, I think, is EPMD.
I knew you were going to say it before you even said it, man.
Love it, love them, and I have a few favorite house songs out there that to me are timeless classics. And doing the EDM, thing now because we're in Florida, and that's that's huge down here.
It is huge. It's funny. It's like me and Mikey made complete opposites of one another. What I mean by that is I started out as dance, went into hip hop. He pretty much started out as hip hop, went into dance. So eventually we meet in the middle somewhere, I think.
Somewhere. Yeah, and then Snagglepuss over here goes, "Oh yeah, and country." So
yeah, country. Country. The shit kicking music.
Yeah, you can't go anywhere without country music being talked about once you get below the Mason-Dixon line.
Let me tell you something. I have nothing against country music. As a matter of fact, free plug here. I'm putting out the Best of Country Radio 2016 in 2 weeks.
Yeah, you do that every year, right?
I do it every year. I do it every year. Next week is going to be the Best of Latin Radio. The week after that is going to be, I can't speak the language, but I like the music.
And this could all be on. This is all on the website, correct? Your website,
DJIntenseNY.com. Okay. So definitely check that out. But the Best of Country Music is not out next week. It's out the week after. And then New Year's Eve, I'll be putting out the Best of 2016 itself. So definitely going to be doing that. And speaking of old school, since you brought it up, Mikey Cuts is going to be hosting my new monthly mix series called the Old School Review.
Yes, sir.
Which is the best in old school hip hop, R&B, and reggae. And he's also going to be hosting another new monthly series called the Mega Mix of the Month, which is going to be open format style. So definitely be on the lookout for those. Again, it's going to be 100% free, downloadable off the website. You definitely want to check that out. So I'm very happy and looking forward to putting out these albums each and every month for you guys. So. And
yeah, those things are crazy, man. I mean, the selections you put together are just sometimes ridiculous.
Yeah, well, you got to be original, man.
One song to another are out of control sometimes. It's like, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Oh, damn, it worked. Wow.
I'm a big, strong believer in, don't be afraid to try anything. And if you can match the BPMs up without using the sync button, children, then yes, I'm all for it. I mean, I'm on a controller now.
Shot.
I'm on a controller now. I really have nothing against the DJs that use controllers. I was a vinyl guy in the beginning. And then, of course, Denon came out, or Denon. I don't know if it's Denon or Denon. I say Denon.
It's Denon, whatever.
Came out with the dual CD player decks.
Oh, God, I remember those things.
I went through about 3 or 4 different ones. I started out on the 2500. Then it was, I believe it was the 4000. They got into so many after a while.
I think I went from the dual CD and I was like, nope, let's get the turntables.
Much different, man. It wasn't so much about, because you weren't able to read the music like you would on a record, obviously. Yeah. It was more about learning how to loop. Learning how to loop and learning how to count beats, which definitely helped. But
that was tough for me to learn. It was more because I was so used to catching the break or reading the record, using my spots on the record to catch your area, and then slowly use your platter or your slider. But with that CDJ thing, I was like, all right, I want to hit it with a freaking hammer and be like, all right, it broke, and bring it back to Sam Ash and be like, I need a new one.
You can't guide them. You can't guide them like you could a turntable. You had it's a plus and minus button, and you had to use that.
And that was it.
That was all you had. So you were either really on or really off. And then from there it was CDJs, Pioneer, of course. Really set the bar on, and they're still doing it to this day. I mean, now
that Pioneer, what is it, 65 or S, whatever it is?
Yeah,
that thing is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's nuts. I mean, I have the DDJ SZ, which is probably the biggest controller they've ever done. See, Pioneer, though, they get funny. I'm going to tell you why. Because I bought the SX, the first one, when it came out, not knowing the SZ was coming out. And I knew the SZ was coming out. I would have never bought the SX because the SX was 1,000.
Right.
SZ came out, it was 2,000. Because the SZ has literally everything you would ever want It has regular CDJ platters. It has all the effects. It gives you 4 channels to use, and the mics are on their separate channel instead of taking up a fader,
right,
like they did on the SX. So thank you, Pioneer, for really doing shit ass backwards. But now, what else is new, right?
More money, more money.
Yeah,
That's
basically,
what it's about, man.
basically. But then you got to look at it too. Like a lot of Pioneers now going into Record Box and getting away from Serato. So
Yeah, well, I don't know if I'm going to like Record Box or Record Box, whatever it is.
yeah.
But is that another? That's another crate thing, correct?
It's a program. It's another program, but it's exclusively made by Pioneer.
Oh, really? Yeah. So they're trying to. So Rain is doing their own thing. Pioneer's kind of doing their. I'm sorry, but oh my God, the Jets won.
The Jets won, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God, the Jets won.
You're hearing it first. The Jets.
I'm hearing. Oh my God, the Jets won.
Does that make them? What are they now? 4-10.
4-10, yeah. But San Francisco's now 1-12.
Yeah. Good night.
They've been finished since the beginning. Holy cow!
Maybe Kaepernick should be worried more about staying off his knees. You know what I mean?
23-17.
23-17. They were losing 17-6.
Yep. They came back and they beat them in overtime 23-17. Hold on. Let's see how they won it. Oh, I'm using the NHL thingy.
NHL.
The NFL thing on Verizon.
I was going to say, wrong sport.
So Bilal Powell rushes for 19 yards on game-winning touchdown.
Game-winning touchdown. Very impressive.
Nuts.
Good for them. They got everybody, you know, a broken clock is right twice a day, so...
You know. I know you're waiting for tonight, man. That's a big game.
I'm a Giants fan, man. I gotta support my Big Blue. You know,
they're the only team that beat Dallas this year too.
I know. I'm hoping they do it again. But
it's cold, and Dallas can't play in the cold. I guarantee it.
We'll see what happens. The Giants can't play in the cold either. Yeah, we got the shitty Manning. What am I supposed to do about that?
Well, you know, he still won 2 Super Bowls too.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
You know, as long as Odell Beckham Jr. is playing ball and catching stuff and not being a baby on the sidelines, I think you guys will be good tonight.
That's the key right there. He's the key. But they're gonna double cover him all night. It's expected.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. Victor Cruz, I haven't heard. Victor Cruz still is playing, right?
He should be.
Still got him on the other end. So I mean, it's you know, whoever they want to get burnt by is who they're not gonna.
That's the key. I mean, I'm hoping the secondary on Dallas is in nowhere shape to be any.
Well, at least you have Darrelle Revis, who can't catch or run or tackle. So
he's the man, though. You guys gave him so much money.
Yeah, so much money. He's worth nothing. I say it every weekend when I get to work and someone goes, "So how are your Jets?" I was like, "Well, they should shoot them like they do horses when they break legs on the field."
And you have nobody to play next week at that point.
Yeah, I know, right? But that's good.
I tell you, you need another bye week, I think.
Yeah, the rest of the season.
Seriously. They already made golfing reservations, I think.
They stink.
But it's funny, you know, and I say this in the beginning every season. The Jets usually they make good trades, and they've been making good trades lately and drafting well. I'm just surprised the product that comes out on the field is not even close.
No, not at all.
On paper, they should be dominant. On the field, they're terrible.
Yeah, but and that, you know, that goes to a lot of coaching.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
somebody's going to get blamed for it.
Someone's getting fired by the end of the season. And I mean, yeah, if Todd Bowles, whatever his name is, he gets fired, he gets fired. I mean, he's had a year. He had last year. I mean, they stepped in shit last year. I mean, they were, you know, but like they said, Fitzpatrick is a terrible quarterback, and he threw 4 picks in a game that they should have won, and it is what it is. Bruce Petty is going to start the next 3 games, and whatever it is. They got to go youth. You have to go youth.
They should have never re-signed.
They should have never paid him. They should have never gave him the money. They should have let him stay off because, I mean, as bad as it is, Geno wasn't any better, but, you know, he's gone. He's finished. He's not going to be a Jet next year, and neither is Fitzpatrick. I have a feeling neither will Revis or Marshall, unless Marshall takes a huge pay cut. Maybe they'll restructure Revis, but Revis is going to have to be a safety. He's done on the corner.
Yeah, he's not a.
But otherwise, other than that, anything you heard? Anything good going on in the entertainment business?
Entertainment.
Besides Kim Kardashian saying she might want to leave Kanye from a so-called friend saying it.
I can't. You know, I don't know why.
You're getting aggravated.
Let me explain something to you, okay? This family is famous for doing fucking nothing.
Exactly.
All right? They've done nothing to become famous. The mother is the worst. I'm sorry. The whole family needs to disappear and just go.
Go away.
I don't care about Kanye. I never have. I was a fan of his music at one point for about an hour. Now I just can't. I just can't with him, with his nervous breakdown or whatever the hell's going on with him.
Yeah,
Look, you know, he's completely crazy. And she deserves the craziness because she don't really give a damn. She's only worried about her image. She got famous for laying on her back, and that's how she really got famous.
That's it. Ray J made her famous. Hey, Ray J, thank you for that, jerk off.
Way to go, Ray J. If I ever see Ray J on the street, it's going to be a misunderstanding. I just can't take any of them, and the fact that the E Network, and I don't really watch E, and I'll be honest, because it's garbage. I'll be honest, I don't watch reality TV.
I don't either.
I can't. I can't sit there and just I watch even like previews, like you're flipping through the channels and the preview will come on and my IQ drops 15 points just from the preview. I can't see myself sitting there for 30 minutes or 60 minutes, however long these shows are. No. And watching from beginning to end. First of
all right, I'm not lying. I am lying. My wife has me watch Teen Mom. OG. Yes, I know. And then I yell at the TV because I'm crazy. I yell at the TV. And my wife made me crazy for yelling at the TV. But I do watch holiday baking shows. You know, I'm a man. I like baking. I like to watch people make food and stuff like that.
I think it's safe to say we both like food. I think people can see that. This is where the big boys play.
Yeah.
I think
it's true. They know that. We should do a baking show where we just eat what someone makes us.
A baking show. Imagine us.
Yeah, we should cook.
I'd be known as Chef Boyardee. I can't deal with that. But yeah, even just the reality shows I'll be honest. Here's what I watch. You want to know what I watch on TV? I watch WWE, and yes, I know it's fake. I'm not one of those. Oh, wrestling's real. No, I understand it's fake. I watch them on Mondays and Tuesdays usually. I watch Sports Center once in a while. I'll watch old shows, or I'll watch stuff in syndication, like Big Bang Theory.
Love it.
Everybody Loves Raymond.
Love it.
The Queens.
Yeah, I love it.
I can't.
Kevin Can Wait, the new one.
Yeah, anything that's new on TV, I'm not gonna waste my time. It's like a waste of time. I just can't. And this reality garbage that they force down our throats is what is the MNMTV stands for? It used to stand for music. Now it must stand for moronic television. I don't.
Oh yeah.
What's the point? And BET at one point was the only one playing music videos. Now if you want music, it's on at 3:00 in the morning. Or and even BET, I thought they were going to stay above MTV's level and continue.
No, they left.
Like 106 and Park and everything, but they're as big sellouts as MTV is.
They did the same shit.
VH1 is the same thing. I just can't. I can't. Love and Hip Hop, you can keep it. Every other word is bleeped out. You can't even make out what they're saying half the time anyway.
It's terrible. Terrible.
And then they wonder why people look at people a certain way. Look how you're portrayed on TV. Look how you're portrayed in public. This is the way you act, and you wonder why people treat you the way they do. Hey. Guilt by association, man.
Yeah, it's the truth. Hey, Hollywood, start getting original. That's all I got.
Seriously, no, they're gonna keep remaking fucking movies over and over and over.
Are they gonna also remake TV shows from movies?
Yeah, and how many comic book movies do we really fucking need? I'm sorry, okay?
Oh, wait a minute. Spider-Man, the new one looks kind of cool. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
But this is the problem.
Iron Man's in it.
You see,
that's the coolest part.
Yeah, but this is the problem I'm having with all of these movies. Look, I'm not a big comic book fan. I have nothing against people that are. Let me make that clear. The people that go to Comic-Con and everything, hey, do you? That's fantastic. I have nothing against anybody. But there's been so many restarts and reboots of like Batman. You got the Tim Burton Batman with Michael Keaton. You have 5 of those movies, right? Then you have what's his name playing Batman? What the hell was his name before this friggin' moron Affleck?
Christian Bale.
Thank you very much. See, that's why I need a co.
But you also had Val Kilmer, and you had
but he was part of that whole Tim Meadows, Michael Keaton. It was just a continuation of those.
Yeah,
stories.
that's true.
And then they said, all right, that wasn't true enough, so we're going to start it over with Christian Bale. Then they had, what, 2 of those movies? And now they got fucking Affleck's stupid ass playing Batman.
Well, that was Batman against it's Batman Superman. Now, but they're going to have a new Batman, which is Affleck in it, I think. But he's going to have full control. He's going to be able to do – he's doing production. I think he's producing it and everything else. But he wrote it. So they're giving him complete control of this. Where it goes, nobody knows. But
it was the same thing with Spider-Man. You know, you had Tobey Maguire, I think was
good.
Which was good. I thought he was fine. But then they started it over. Same thing with Superman. They started the whole series over again.
Yeah.
I just can't – you can't follow it.
They did the Hulk too, remember? I mean,
they had two of those movies.
The one with Ed Norton was the best one because the other one with Eric Bana, that was terrible.
That was horrible. That was.
But then it's just like the Fantastic Four. You know, you had Chris, whatever his name is, and what's her name?
Jessica Alba.
Yeah, Jessica Alba. Those 2 movies, you know, they said they were bad. Then they had the new one that came out,
which was worse. Which was absolutely worse. But people keep spending money for these movies, man, and there's no more originalities.
It's like, no matter what they say, there's always going to be tweens and teens who like all this stuff, and the more they revamp them and stuff, the more things come out. And I mean,
it's all about selling merchandise.
It is selling merchandise, and how Universal can make more money, and this guys can make this money, and you know,
there's a reason. There's a reason Disney went out and bought Star Wars. Yeah. There's a reason they bought Star Wars.
They bought it for $4 billion. George Lucas is sitting chilling. He's still getting paid from it because it's still under Lucasfilms.
Correct.
Which I don't know if he's still getting a piece of the pie. He has to be somewhere.
Oh, he has to be. Now the Rogue film is coming out next week.
$1 billion already.
Yeah, then you got that Rogue One is coming out next week.
Yeah, that's gonna be kind of cool because that's like right before A New Hope. Like literally like hours before that happens.
It's like, yeah, but see, that's the whole thing. You tell the story backwards. You start off with episodes 4, 5, and 6. Then there was 1, 2, and 3. Now there should be 7, 8, 9. But now the Rogue One is going back again. I can't. My head hurts just thinking about it. Because you can't keep track of this stuff.
Lane says that's why she's never watched them.
You have to be a nuclear physicist to figure this stuff out.
Figure it out. No, I know.
And then if you try to watch it, and then if you try to watch the first 6 episodes in order, you have all the new technology with the first 3 that look phenomenal. And then you go to 4, 5, and 6, which are actually the first 3 movies that came out. And it's like Puppets 101. And it's like, how? Like, I can't. Crazy. There's just no cohesiveness with the whole story. And it's a great story. I'd rather watch Star Wars versus Star Trek. I couldn't get into Star Trek. Nothing against Trekkies. I can't do the Spock thing. I never could. I don't have anything against the Trekkies, but if I had to pick Star Wars or Star Trek, easy, hands down. Star Wars.
Star Wars, definitely.
I can't, but Disney, Disney's seen an opportunity to make a ton of money, and they will, of course.
Oh, God, yeah.
It's Disney, but I don't know, just movies. I haven't been to a movie. Well, actually, I'm lying. I went to a movie last time my girlfriend was here. We saw a Renee Zellweger movie. Don't ask why. I don't know.
Bridget Jones.
Yeah. Bridget Jones has a baby. That was it.
Yeah, there it is.
Only because I wanted to check out the theater because they had the recliners. So I was like, oh.
Was it nice?
Oh, my God. It was absolutely beautiful. I do recommend going to any kind of movie theater that has reclining seats. Go. I don't care how much the tickets are. Just go. Because, first of all, you're not right on top of one another, right? So you have room.
Right.
And then you can recline and you have, you're not sharing a armrest with anybody, which is great. I think it's fantastic. Obviously, there's not as many seats in the theaters as they like, but I'll take that over being a sardine any day of the week.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Or like you sitting away from people and then like that family of people go, oh, look, there's let's go sit next to the people. Meanwhile, there are millions of seats in their thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's the same thing like taking the train in New York. You know, the whole car's empty, but you got to come sit next to me. I don't understand.
Exactly.
You know, what's the purpose? You know, but prior to this Bridget Jones movie, it actually wasn't a bad movie. I don't like Renee Zellweger. I can't even pronounce her name. That's how much I like her. Prior to that, the last movie I saw in the theaters was The Nutty Professor 1.
Wow.
That's how long it's been. I refuse to pay $20 for a movie that may suck, and I'd rather go get the bootleg. I know I should.
I mean, that's the other thing. You got the bootlegs for $5. The guy comes.
I got the bootlegs for free. My guy.
That's right.
I used to give him mixed CDs for exchange of movies.
Of movies.
And then if I liked it, but see, that's where I'm different. If I really liked it and I saw the bootleg and I liked it, when it came out on a legit DVD, I went and bought it.
Right.
Because you get the bonus features and stuff like that.
Get all that good stuff.
Everything else. And speaking of bonus features, once again, this will be downloadable with 30 minutes of bonus footage you're not going to see here. So definitely make it a point to get these podcasts every week. It's going to be coming to you live each and every week from 7 p.m. to 7:30 Eastern Standard Time on Sundays. The Intense Cuts podcast where the big boys play.
Yes, sir.
And Mikey Cuts. So definitely get those. So I just had to plug that again because that's what I do and that's how I do it.
That's how we do it.
So, yeah, everything's been cool, man. Like I said, and, you know, Jets are the Jets and the Giants are the Giants. And I honestly, pen to paper, I thought the Jets had a better team this year than the Giants did. But to my surprise, the Giants have been doing what they need to do. So
yeah, and that's called win.
Tonight will be the real test for them.
The real test, because if this is a big test, because this Dallas team could go to the NFC Championship. I don't know. I don't see them beating like a seasoned vet like, you know, Rodgers or someone who like, or maybe even whoever. I don't even know what other teams are doing really well, because, you know, once I give up on the Jets, I really don't care. And we live in Florida, so the team down here I'm really not happy about anyway.
I was just going to say that. We're here in Florida. We don't get to see these games that much anyway, and I refuse to pay NFL any more money than I'm already making.
$49 a year, whatever it is.
You can only watch one game at a time. I only got 2 eyes. How many games can I watch simultaneously? But
exactly.
I refuse to give them any of my hard-earned money. I'll get the sports updates from the ESPN app. Thank you.
Yeah, or I get mine from the NFL on Verizon.
Right, because you get that for free.
Yeah, we get that for free. But, you know, it is what it is. And, you know, tonight's a big test for you guys, so that'll be a good game to watch.
It'll be interesting.
While I rest my head and wake up at 5:30 in the morning.
Oh, 5:30 in the morning. I remember those days.
Yeah, they suck.
I don't miss them.
Oh, believe me, I wish I didn't have to either.
So another thing that we're going to be doing, ladies and gentlemen, too, with the 30 minutes of bonus footage, there's going to be a spotlight feature that we're going to do each and every week where we pick an artist from any genre of music. Doesn't have to necessarily be hip-hop. And I pick my favorite song from the artist. Mikey picks his favorite song from the artist. And then we mutually agree on a song that we both like. And we'll be playing those on the 30-minute bonus features. So you get that. So there's a lot of good stuff going on with the podcast. And, of course, we're going to be promoting the projects here and stuff like that. So 2017, we're hoping it's going to be a big year for both of us. You know, he's my boy. Got to bring him along wherever I can do and get him in. I get him in. You know, it's not easy to fit both of us in at the same time. With some of the way these booths are set up and some of these freaking like, really? You know, come on now. Give me a break.
Exactly.
But DJing wise, man, what do you think about the DJ culture now? As opposed, I mean, obviously it's different, completely different now than it was even 5 years ago. I mean, you know, it changes so rapidly with technology now. I don't, you know, what do you think of it now? Not so much music, because music, as far as I'm concerned, sucks now. But not all of it. All right, let me retract that statement. Not all bad, but out of 10 songs, maybe 2 are good. Maybe 3.
Okay.
All right.
That's the most I could say is okay.
Right. So what do you think as far as the DJ culture goes, the way DJs are now as opposed to, you know, 5, 10, maybe even 20 years ago?
I think, honestly, 100% diluted now. That, you know, because of controllers and sync buttons and stuff, the local 13-year-old, 14-year-old kid who has no idea where this started, where this came from, how it progressed to where it is, they just go, I want to be a DJ. I want to go in front of a crowd and I want to make everybody jump in one spot. They plan for, and you see all these festival DJs and stuff, but don't forget that they also started out on, they do that. I mean, you got Armin van Buuren that does that, but you also got to understand that they've been in the business 20 plus years. They rocked on turntables and stuff. I mean, Fatboy Slim still uses turntables.
Yeah, he does.
You don't see him much anymore, but it is what it is. But it's just so diluted, and everybody has everybody's a DJ. I'm sorry, it's the truth. You can go to the local mall anywhere across the United States. How many DJs are in the crowd right now? And I guarantee you, in Butt, North Dakota, there's probably like 30 DJs. Like, I'm a DJ. I know how to mix.
I have a cousin.
And you put them in front of a crowd, and they don't know what the hell they're doing. Also, you give them a record, they look at you like, "What's that?" So I mean, there's a lot of people who go, all right, so I'm going to DJ, I'm going to press play, I'm going to hit the sync button, I'm going to make people whatever. I mean, it's your hustle, and if you get paid for it, so be it. But to me, you're just you don't know what you're doing. You're a button pusher. You're just lucky to be where you are, and it certainly does irk me a little bit that there's some people out there who have no skill but are on a radio station or something like that, and it's like, what is going on? But I mean, you see like DJ Jazzy Jeff still out there touring, still tearing it up on Serato, but he's using turntables, he's using wax.
It's an icon right there, man.
Yeah, Lord Finesse. I mean, these guys are still out there doing things, and you want to know something? There are people who care and want to still see them, which is the truth, and I love it. I mean, look, Red and Meth still out there touring, killing things. There's a video out there on Facebook and YouTube, Shook Ones, Mobb Deep. You see that video where they put that beat goes on and people lose their effing mind. It's shit like that keeps hip hop, the real hip hop going, and you need the real DJ to be with the real hip hop. And I mean, like I said, everybody's a DJ. It's diluted, and it's, to me, when someone doesn't know the culture, I mean, even with EDM, these guys have been rocking for years. It's not like they stepped in shit and the next thing you know, they're whatever. And yes, they also produce their own stuff.
Right.
That's why you see them out on festivals, but then you don't see them for like 6 months because they're steady making music, which I understand. Steve Aoki, same thing. He was back in his high school days, and he didn't know any damn thing about production, and he started learning it. So I mean, these people, people don't understand the backstory. They go, oh my God, these people in front of a stage, I want to do that. Let me DJ. You have to practice. You have to learn. Sure, you have to learn it's like you go into a job. You just don't walk into a job and go, all right, I want to be a VP because I know what the hell I'm doing. You don't know nothing. You got to immerse yourself. I mean, my boy, DJ JS1, we went to high school together and everything like that. Every day, from the moment he would get home to sleep, he would practice. He was a smart kid too. He did his thing, but he practiced and he practiced and he practiced and he practiced and he DJ'd with some of the biggest DJs back in the 90s, and he's still out there and he's still doing his thing. But that's the thing. He knows the hip hop culture. He knows where it came from, how it came from. He rocks with these people. He does, it's his life. Right. You know what I mean? So DJing just can't be like, oh yeah, I'm good. If you want to immerse yourself in that culture and you want to be that person, even if it's EDM, even if it's fucking, crazy techno or whatever, deep house. I mean, even loungy stuff. You want to be a DJ and just do chill music, immerse yourself into that genre of what it is.
Be the best you can be in that genre. Yeah.
And then just learn off of that. But honestly, if you say you're a DJ and I ask you, all right, do you know what an LP is? And they look at you like, I just laugh at you. That's it. But
yeah,
to me, it's right now, it's a big. Everyone's a DJ, and it's just like it, and it's also killing the DJ who wants to get, the DJs used to be cared about in the club. Now it's like, yo, I want you to bring 100 of your friends, and then you'll get paid.
That's the problem right there. Basically the way I explain it to people, and I'm quoting my friend DJ Scissorhands. What up, Sis? From Kirkland Glen. He had told me a long time ago. He said, "Look, I can't just take the initials MD, put them on my name, and makes me a doctor. I'm not a, You can't do the same thing with the letters DJ. You have to earn your craft. You have to master your craft, and pay your dues. And that goes from carrying crates for somebody else to hanging out with a DJ, just picking up on little tricks that he or she might do. Now, with the sync button, I challenge anybody out there, and I'm issuing this challenge to anybody who says they're a DJ. When you go to spin next time, I don't care if do it in your bedroom. This way you're not in front of a crowd. Close the computer screen completely and just cue up songs and match beats without hitting sync, without using the sync button. Close your laptop monitors and just DJ and see how it sounds. Record it. I want you to record it too. So then you see how it sounds. And you tell me after you listen to it back if you're really happy with it. If you can say that you're really happy with that set you just did without being able to see the wavelengths on the screen, without being able to sync the BPMs together, just by you listening and adjusting the pitch yourself, if you're happy with that mix, then you do you and keep going. But I guarantee you 75 to 80% of the DJs are going to go, that fucking sucked.
Yeah.
I have to practice.
Yeah.
So that's a challenge I'm issuing to all the DJs out there that call themselves a DJ. Just because you have an MP3 collection doesn't make you a DJ. It's not only about mixing the music. It's knowing what to play, when to play it, how to read your crowd, because whether you like it or not, these people are not just coming to see and hear you play. They're coming to have a good time. So don't forget, at the end of the day, it's not about the 10 songs you like, but it's about the 50 songs they like. And that's who you have to cater to. And I also blame the clubs. A lot of them, the club owners, like you said, and you nailed it, it's all about how many people can you bring. Doesn't matter how good you are. You could be the best DJ, but if you can't bring me 50 people, you're no good to me. I don't need you.
Exactly.
Instead of getting a good DJ in the door where he may not bring 50 or 100 people, and it's not his job to also be a promoter, by the way. If you want me to DJ and promote, pay me twice.
2 checks, thank you.
Thank you. And that was another thing, speaking of which, why I became an open format guy. When I used to DJ, you had the house room, you had the hip-hop room.
Yeah.
I didn't want to, and then they would have to hire 2 DJs. One guy would do each room. I'm like, why hire 2? I could do it both. I'll take both DJs' money. Pay me both. What are you going to go get another DJ for? But, the clubs nowadays, the club owners, the promoters are what killed this business. And that's a damn shame. Years ago, you used to go to a club because of who was spinning. It wasn't so much, because you knew a promoter you can get in for free, or, you went there because, Johnny Vicious was spinning, or you went there because David Morales was spinning, which happens to be one of my favorite house producers of all time. Armin van Helden, which, again, he's still doing it, and I give him all the credit in the world. And he probably produced one of my favorite house records of all time, by the way. You Don't Know Me with Dwayne Arden is still a classic. If you don't know what I'm talking about, YouTube it, listen to that record. That's a house record from start to finish.
Yeah.
You Don't Know Me, Armin van Helden featuring Dwayne Arden. Bananas.
Oh, yeah.
But the culture now, like you said, and I think the lines have become so blurred between a producer and a DJ also. Just because you produce music doesn't mean you can DJ it.
No. That's the truth. I mean, and that's the thing. That's another thing to me. Excuse me. That's another, I mean, all right, get a Afrojack, Martin Garrix, even Laidback Luke, one of my favorite DJs, Hardwell.
Laidback Luke, yeah, man.
They're all, they all produce songs.
Right.
But then there are, but Laidback Luke is also a DJ. A-Track, he is a DJ that produces. Deadmau5 is a producer who can DJ. You know, there's a difference, you know, because, you know, if you went head to head with, say, A-Track against Afrojack, A-Track is killing him.
Yeah, it depends.
You know,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Head damn straight, like right away, they're killing him.
Well, A-Track was a battle. A-Track was a battle DJ to begin with too.
Exactly. So, you know, there's a whole lot of different, you know, people that are in this EDM business. But some of it is really, I mean, honestly, some of it is really like, I like Showtek. I like their stuff because it's hard hitting.
Yeah,
I like their stuff because it's hard hitting. I like Hardwell. His stuff is hard hitting.
Rehab is a nice one too. They a lot of good
stuff. Who else? But like I said, a lot of these people are, and when you do go to a show with them, they're doing their own music,
right?
And then they'll throw in a few of the bangers that are out there,
right?
But like, honestly, I mean, Laid Back Luke isn't an EDM DJ. He's a hard house, dirty techno DJ.
Right.
That's his stuff. Right. That's what he does. And him and his wife, DJ Gina Turner, New Yorican. That's them. That's that, like, loungy shit. But you know, if you know who, when you see these people on stage, you'll know who is the DJ and who's not.
Well, I think too, with the majority of them, a lot of the good ones were DJs to begin with.
Yeah,
and they became producers later on.
Yeah,
you know, when you come up the other way around, I think that's where it gets skewed. Like, from what I know, I think Ghetto was a producer first, and then a DJ afterwards.
Yeah,
you got a guy like, I know it's a different genre, it's apples and oranges, but you got like DJ Premier. Premier was a DJ first, and he's become, if not the hottest, one of the hottest hip-hop producers of all time.
Yeah, him and Pete Rock, Havoc.
Eric Sermon, believe it or not,
is one
of the guys that doesn't get any friggin' play whatsoever. You know, but it's different when you DJ first and then produce. You first of all, you enjoy it more, I think. And people will, it's more of a show. Same thing with Jazzy Jeff. Jazzy Jeff started out as a DJ. He went into production with the Fresh Prince, Will Smith. Yep. So it's a completely different ballgame. But to play devil's advocate just a little bit with today's music that absolutely has no shelf life whatsoever.
No, it's terrible.
First of all, not everything has to be an 808 drum. All right. First of all. Second of all, if you put 5 of these rappers on the same record, they sound identical. There's no originality. I couldn't tell you the part. I couldn't tell you who was who. Nothing stands out to me.
Yeah, like that song Broccoli.
Broccoli, yeah. I seriously thought it was about a vegetable. And I thought it was a good idea that he put out an educational song that kids should eat their vegetables.
Literally.
But then when I found out what it was about, I felt like a complete asshole. But
yeah, my wife told me about this song, and I looked at it. I said, "What the hell is broccoli?"
Yeah, broccoli.
I think my IQ dropped about 90 points, and I wanted to actually throw her phone onto the street and watch it get run over by like 100 cars because I felt like I was getting dirty. It was just disturbing. I needed to take a shower and throw up. It was just, I was like, what in God's name did I just watch, and why is my brain dripping out of my ears?
But the thing is, like I said, let me play devil's advocate for a minute. All right, let's be a 13-year-old kid now. Okay, what alternatives do you have?
Getting beaten by my father.
But seriously, all right. MTV, as we said it before, MTV BET doesn't play music videos anymore.
No.
If you want to get music now, it's YouTube and Vivo, and that's where all the music videos are now. Radio is throwing this stuff down your throat in droves. Like Hot 97 in New York calls themselves the home of hip hop.
They suck.
Really? The home of hip hop.
They are terrible. They are terrible. They're the ones that actually started this South crap. This stuff.
Look, I got nothing against this. Look, again, please, we're not trying to start a war, ladies and gentlemen. Please, I apologize for Mikey Cuts on that last statement. He knows not what he does. But I have nothing against the South rappers. But let me say this. Think about when we were growing up as kids. Our parents thought our music was terrible.
Yeah, that's true.
Now we think their music is terrible. It's the same thing generation after generation.
But it's more garbage now. I mean,
right.
Come on. I don't know, man.
The problem is people are getting deals off YouTube. Like, come on.
I know.
Let's be serious, okay? But then, like I said, you have the radio stations that are shoving this down your throat.
The record companies who are throwing it into the radio stations, and the radio stations have to play it because
years ago, I remember doing clubs, man, and you would have guys walking around coming in with records. They were marketing, they were promotion for a label, and they would give you records to listen to. Now you don't even have to do that. Now you go to YouTube, you can grab the audio from YouTube on certain websites that I'm sure everybody knows. Other than that, you buy it on iTunes for 99 cents. You know, the industry is now a singles driven industry because the albums, I couldn't even tell you the names of some of these. I don't even know if they're making full albums anymore.
I don't know either.
Because you take the record label out of it, and I don't disagree with the artists staying away from the labels because they're the biggest crooks going anyway. Because if you really break it down what the artists end up getting after they're all done, they make nothing.
No, where we all know this, everybody should know this. You make your money on tour.
Exactly.
That's where you make your money.
Correct.
I mean, that's why when the Rolling Stones need to pay their, I don't know, geriatric bills, they got to go out and they spend, you know what? You spend $400-500 a ticket, and they get like I don't know how much they get, but come on, they made $70 million on a tour.
Yeah,
you know, it's each. It's not like the whole band made $70 million. No. Each person makes that kind of dough.
You're gonna be propping up Keith Richards soon enough after a while.
He's gonna be playing and dust will be coming out of his fingers.
Seriously.
But no, it'll
be a hologram.
Crazy because, like, you know, remember what 50 said? They give you a certain amount of money for your development, and then you got a certain amount for beats. And if it's like, do you want the good beats or do you want the secondhand beats?
Right.
But you got to spend money on that. Then you got to re-up to your company for spending money on your videos and, you know, marketing and your chain and your car, because all that shit is given to you and you got to pay that back.
They have to
don't pay it back, you get screwed.
Basically. But that's the other thing too, again, to play a little devil's advocate here, and I'm not defending today's music whatsoever because you can't really defend this garbage. The rappers that are complaining, the old school rappers that are complaining, come out with something new. What's the problem? Because you're 35, 40, you're too old, you have to retire? No, you don't have to retire.
Oh, I agree with you on that. I agree a lot. I mean,
Pete Rock's complaining, DJ Premier is complaining. Produce something new. You know, and some of them are, and I'm not saying they aren't, but you know, don't complain and then don't come out with anything. You know, don't complain about these new rappers, and I can't even call them rappers. They don't even rhyme.
They're all mumblers.
You know, but that's the other thing too. Like, I just heard the new Big Sean record. I forget the name of it. Anyway, he's rapping just like these mumble fucking people. Like, why do you adapt to their style? Stay with your style. What made you hot? I don't understand why everybody has to be pigeonholed and fit into the mold. I guess because radio won't play it, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, that J. Cole joint that's out is pretty nice when he rips on everybody.
Yeah, but that's the thing. But is he going to get any radio airplay on that? No.
I think he might.
You think so?
J. Cole's pretty. I mean, I'm not a super fan of J. Cole, but you know, I think he's got some play. He's got a little bit of juice, I think, and people see that. Him and Kendrick are supposed to do an album together.
Oh, Kendrick,
so that's going to be something. You know, they both can rhyme. They both got skills, but I mean, like, people are doing stuff. Older cats are doing stuff. Like Redman and Meth is still doing stuff. I mean, and Redman's got mixtape that was out or it's coming out again. He's always working and he's always good on his skills.
Yeah,
Redman is definitely one of my top. Eminem, I think he's sitting pretty. I mean, you got Slaughterhouse, you still got Budden there's a lot of people out there who got stuff, but no one's listening because no one knows where to find it. Go to YouTube, watch, listen to old stuff, listen to new stuff. Joel Ortiz, these guys.
Ortiz is still,
they still call them the backpackers.
Backpacker, yeah.
But these dudes on the backpackers are retarded and they're freaking amazing. And
they're going.
Mos Def is coming out with something new, I think, under his new name, Yasmin Bleeth or whatever he's calling himself now. But I'm just saying, I mean, most people don't understand. They're like, oh, Mos Def and Talib Kweli, they used to be a group called the Black Star, and believe me, they were fucking amazing.
Beasts.
You know? They were beasts together. They were sick together.
But those are lyricists. That's the difference right there.
That's
they're not just rappers, they're lyricists.
That's what they do. They do their ABCCs and the D's and the E's and the F's. And I'm gonna come in there and I'm gonna get a knife and I know. Oh, we need a beat because I'll be rocking right now.
But that's the problem. See, it's not so much the
I can do that with water in my mouth. But it is what it is.
That's a hit song right there, man.
Right there. I got my water in my cup. I'm gonna drink it up. I'm gonna drink it up. You know, there it is. There's a hot 2. That was a hot 2, baby.
Mikey Cut, you heard it here exclusively spitting. That was hot 2 right there, baby. Exclusive on the Intense Cuts podcast.
My new segment, the hot 2.
I'm gonna go wipe up my ass. I'm gonna go pay some cash. I'm gonna go get. Come on.
Exactly. Yo, man, it's funny.
I was just scratching my balls. I was just.
My wife just said
exactly. Put it out. Million seller right there.
Right there. We good. We're gonna make millions.
But you know what it is too when you listen to because Little Yachty, which is one of the new rappers out, which is
Kill Me Now.
He's complete trash.
That's right. Commercial with him and LeBron.
Oh, dude, really?
Yeah, I know. I want to throw my phone through the TV.
I will never drink Sprite again. I mean, that's just like I'm not even gonna be bothered. But he said it. He's like, as long as the beat's hot, I don't care. It's not. So you know what? As me as a DJ, I'd rather go into a club and play 4 hours of instrumentals than play anything you're putting out.
Exactly.
Because you're telling me as long as the beat's hot, that's all that matters. So lyrics no longer matter. So I'm going to just go in there as a DJ. You're going to pay me $1,000, club owner, and I'm going to stand there and I'm going to pay 4 hours of fucking instrument. You are not going to hear one verb, one vocal, one verse, one hook.
Nope.
You only hear instrumentals and me occasionally making the announcement. Carbon license plate L2Z. You have left your lights on. That's all you're going to hear. And I guarantee you within 4 months, I will be the biggest DJ on the planet just by doing that. But this is what happens. Okay. But another thing that's changed also is, again, you have no more record stores. You eliminate the crate diggers. You eliminate all that, doing your research and knowing your history. And years ago, you used to go to a club because of who the DJ was, because you know that DJ was going to break something that night.
Mm-hmm.
Always going to come with the exclusive stuff, and you're going to be like, wow. Now you don't need to do that. Now you can just download it for 99 cents, and if it sucks, you're out $1. Okay?
You're out $1, exactly.
That's the big deal. So breaking records as far as DJs go is gone. The radio program directors who want to have control of everything at every hour of the day are telling mix show DJs, here's the song list you can play from, and that's it. You can't play anything else but the 20 songs I give you. Make it work. That's not a mix show. That's a jukebox with legs.
Yep.
And I'm not a jukebox with legs. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I used to be able to do mashups. I used to be able to break records. When I was DJing on Long Island, I played Temperature by Sean Paul before anybody in New York. I broke that record about 3 months earlier than it was supposed to come out. Rihanna, Don't Stop the Music was 6 months early, and that's only because my sister was listening to the album, and that song happened to come on, and I was getting ready to, get my show together because, like Mikey Cut said, I would practice as well. You got to practice. When we went live, we were live, and if I fucked up, everybody heard me fuck up. So I wanted to make sure I was going in there and had a good set down. I may not have stood it, verbatim. I may have, deviated from it here and there. But the foundation, I knew what I was going in to go do.
Right.
And she happened to be playing that record, and I heard the Mama Say, Mama Sa, and I'm like, whoa, what song is that? And I said, give me that. I literally ripped it, put it on the show that weekend, and the phone lines went crazy. But you had the freedom to do that. And I actually got a cease and desist letter from a label saying, thank you for the support. We love it. But that's not even her next single. That's the single after the next single. So thank you for being early, but cut it out.
Yeah.
I was like, all right.
Thank you for breaking it. But before we sue you for
basically.
Stop it.
But that's the whole thing now. And like I've been down here a year just like you, and I've channel surfed on radio stations down here, and to my shock, there is not that many mixed shows down here, and I don't know why. I can't understand it. Is it lack of talent or lack of variety of choices? I mean, look, I would love to go back to FM radio down here, but I'm not going to sit there and play for 4 hours. Nah, it's not going to happen.
No. I mean, when I came down here, I went back to I left iHeart New York when we moved down here for my wife, and went back to iHeart down here, and it was terrible.
Yeah.
Just, you know what I think it is? It's a different monster. It's a whole different monster than up in New York because, up in New York, you have a little more leeway if you're cool with the MD or the AD or whatever.
Yeah, but not much, though.
But not much. You're true. But down here, I think it's a total different monster. I think it's more, local DJ that's known as like the star here.
I could see that.
Z100 in Miami on Y100. I mean, the affiliated iHeart in Tampa doesn't have them.
Right.
So, it's Orlando don't have Elvis and Elvis Duran Z, and they're in like 200 markets across the United States.
True. Very true.
So, that's a big thing too, but I think it's really the local person here. It's like, we don't know who you are, so no. I mean, we'll take the local DJ from the radio station,
right,
who was on a sync button and playing mumble.
Yeah, man.
Or, it's like you just got to go. Or country.
Yeah, one extreme to the other, basically.
Yeah, and it's a different. I think it's a different animal, and
it is.
And also, as being outsiders from New York,
yeah,
it's one of those. Okay. I mean, yes, New York come with a preconceived notion that, we're assholes, or we we think we're better than everybody.
We are.
To a point, but we're also like, we have to admit, like, if we go into a new situation, we're going to be humble about it. We're not going to be like, yo, I'm going to rock you out. I'm going to knock you off your pedestal.
Of course.
It's just the way some of us, I mean, some New Yorkers go down and just like, I'm the shit, and that's who I am, and it is what it is, and I don't care who I hurt or step on or whatever in a new situation. But as being outsiders and just being here a year, it's really, people look at you skeptical, man.
True. I mean,
it's a different animal.
I'm really looking at, and if anybody's watching, and if you know anybody, any venues out there that cater to an older crowd, and I'm not talking about 50s and 60-year-olds, I'm talking about 30 and up. That's the kind of crowd I want to rock, and that's the kind of crowd I think Mikey would like rocking as well. I mean, I would go as young as 25, but maybe that would probably be that would be extreme.
That'd be extreme EDM.
Because I'm not going to do these venues with these young kids who have to prove how tough they are. I don't need that.
Yeah, we've been through that,
and I don't play that kind of music anyway. It's all about party music, and having a good time, but. To bring you back to your original point where you said, even EDM is very saturated. I look at it like, to me, I like having as many DJs as there are, because now the real DJs can stand out, because now you should be able to say, it makes me more hungry now to shut you up, because now you're a DJ. Okay. You do what you got to do. Go ahead, do your best set. I'll wait. Okay. That was good. Now let me show you how it's supposed to be done. And then I get on there and I do what I have to do. And I always looked at it that way too. I guess it's just a mindset of you're kind of going to war. You want to stand out. You want to win the battle, but there's right ways to do it and wrong ways to do it.
Yeah.
And now with social media too, it's helping and hurting the business at the same time. It's helping because you get your name out there easier than you would years ago.
Right.
But it's hurting because now all the owners care about are how many followers you have on Facebook and how many likes you have on Facebook and how many followers on Twitter. That doesn't make a good DJ either. I could be somebody here like we're talking right now, and I could have 1,000 likes on Facebook. Does that make me any better? Does that make me better than Jazzy Jeff? No, not even close. You know what I'm saying? So it's helping and hurting, but to me, the saturation kind of helps keep me driven and keep me going.
Right.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to stick to my guns. I know what works, and you do have to adapt to the times. Don't.
Right.
But for me to just change up my whole who I am,
yeah, it's not gonna
stop playing like if I came to you next week and said, "All right, Mikey, you know what, bro? The rest of my albums are going to be all trap music." You're going to be like, "What the? Are you kidding?" I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Nothing against trap music. That's not me.
Mm-hmm.
What I like to do, and most DJs that I find that know what they're doing, don't shun all of the new stuff either. You sprinkle it throughout the night. I'm not going to give you 4 hours of Little Yachty, you know, but I'll give you, you know, maybe a hot Yachty song if there is one. You know, I'll go Teach Me How to Dougie into Juju on that beat, into, you know, Move Bitch by Ludacris. So there you go. You got something that's brand new, something that's not so new, and something that's really old. But again, it works. You know, don't be afraid to try new things, man, out there. You have to, and you have to adapt or you perish. It's as simple as that. But if we could find, you know, for those people that may be listening or tuning in, you know of a venue here in Florida. I mean, I'm in Deltona. Mikey's down in, Castleberry?
Lakeland.
Yeah,
it sucks.
Okay. Well,
where the cows roam free.
Yeah, well, Deltona should be called Deadtona. It's not that good here either. And, you know, Orlando's Orlando. We get it. But not everything has to go to Orlando either. But nothing against Orlando. I have to make myself clear on a lot of things here. I don't want to start getting labeling as the New York that hates Orlando. I don't hate Orlando.
Orlando's nice.
It is nice.
My wife loves it.
We know. Yeah. She's a VIP holder of Disney, everything Disney.
Yeah, I know.
But I think they're going to name.
That'll be another story for another day.
They're going to name a ride after her soon, I think.
Soon, yeah, the Elaine Kawadi ride. You sit on I-4 for 45 minutes.
The I-4, the Belt Parkway of Florida, yeah.
Yeah, it is the Belt of Florida.
Under construction for 50 years. They didn't fix a pothole yet. I don't understand it. But
no, I thought I got away from traffic. It's freaking
it's crazy. And traffic for no reason.
None.
I'm like, where's the accident? Oh,
and another thing. We're gonna definitely have to do a show on Florida drivers. What's with the braking? Out of nowhere. What is with the braking?
It's going to be more than 30 minutes.
55 and you hit your brakes. For what reason? There's no reason.
Because the car in the same lane that they're in, 50 miles down the road stopped.
Oh, I just can't deal with it. Literally, it boils me. It's like I want to put a bunch of tires on the front of my car and just ram the hell out of these people because they need to get out of the way. They need to learn. You don't do that because that's stupid, because you start accidents that way. And then people who hit you, they all watch the fucking accident because there's nothing else to do. Everybody stops and goes, wow, it's an accident. What can we do to make it worse? People late, and I just get crazy.
You seem a little bitter. I don't know.
Rant is over. Fucking Florida drivers. All right.
This week, Mikey Cuts Rant was brought to you by Go Fuck Yourself. Go fuck yourself. The medicine you take where you just don't give a fuck anymore. I can't. It's
the truth. Yeah, so we'll have to do like a little show on Florida.
We could definitely do that. It'll be more than 30 minutes, though. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, I know, like this one.
But anyway,
2 hours.
It's all right. It doesn't matter. But ladies and gentlemen, this is what the show is going to be about. It's just two guys shooting the shit and ranting and raving about different things, and we just hope we entertain you as much as we can, and not to mention we're pretty funny to look at besides, so that helps.
Exactly.
That helps. But
next week I'm wearing a hat.
You wearing a hat? Oh yeah. Mikey's got hats, folks. You have to see some of these. He's going to be in a Christmas spirit very soon, and I've seen him. I've seen one of his Christmas hats. You do not want to miss this next week. Let me tell you, it is world premiere worthy. I'm going to put it on Facebook. I'm going to announce to the world right now, ladies and gentlemen, the Mikey Cuts Hat Show.
Yeah.
Exclusively here on the Intense Cuts podcast. You will not find this anywhere else, nor will you want to find this anywhere else. But he is going to wear some hats. And all I got to ask you is, will you like to build a snowman? That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say.
That's the truth.
It's very interesting. And it comes with lights, too, on top of everything.
Yes. Yeah.
He's
wearing lights.
He's his own Christmas ornament. But we're going to get out of here. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to the Intense Color Podcast. Don't forget, it is where the big boys play each and every week, Sunday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the YouTube. I don't know if it's called, is it the YouTube or just YouTube?
Yeah, whatever, YouTube. Or it used to be called the Facebook.
The Facebook.
But now it's called Facebook.
Look it up. If you want to email us, you can email us at intensecuts@gmail.com. That's cuts with a Z, not an S. Kutz.
D. And you could also.
How do you spell?
They could also IM us, right? At the same thing?
They could, yeah. They should be able to hit us up there. Comment on the video as it's going live on Facebook. So definitely tune in. We want to thank you guys for tuning in this week. We'll see you next week for another dress rehearsal. This time I'll get dressed.
Yeah, I'm wearing. You're dressed? What are you, in a hospital gown?
Nice. Hospital gown?
I thought it was a hospital gown.
Fucking guy's got jokes. I got a hospital gown. Listen to this guy. Yeah,
Look, I got a shirt with a big
walked out of Fish Hospital and came home. I said, "Hey, why change?
My shirt's a big freaking rhino."
I got pants on. You know,
I wasn't wearing pants before, to be honest.
You weren't, you nasty bastard.
No, I was wearing my underwears, but now I have shorts on.
That's attractive.
Well, I wasn't standing up.
Well, I want you folks to think about that till next week now. Get that picture out of your mind. Try that. All right. DJ Intense, Mikey Cuts. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next week on the Intense Puck. Yeah. What's the name of the show?
The Intense Cuts Podcast.
Easy for you
where
to
the big boys play.
That's right. We'll see you next week. Peace.
Peace.